Good morning. Good morning. Back again. We got a couple of crazy pre-market movers today. ATNF, BDRX are two of the ones that are doing the most movement. Um, I also kind of looked at briefly drug and NIVF from yesterday. They were huge rippers on yesterday. I know me and Donnell, we were talking in Discord yesterday about the small caps being kind of cold for a long time. Now it's like they're just waking up one day at a time. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't know what exactly is the outlook because of this, but yeah, we're seeing some huge movers on over the last couple of days. Yesterday, one went up, drug went up over 1,000%. Today, ATNF is going to be our leader. 20 million shares of volume traded. And then behind that is BDRX. So let's go ahead and look into some news catalysts on this one. Okay. We got ATNF. Why are you up 580%? 180 Life Sciences Corp is the name of the company. Moving this big, it's got to have some kind of news, right? Last news was on October 9th that it regained compliance with NASDAQ minimum shareholders equity rule and expands into the global iGaming sector. Okay. But that's a couple of days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days, yeah, whatever, a week ago. Let's look at BDRX. No real news on ATNF. That may be kind of like just getting people, I know the people that missed drug from yesterday or either lost a lot of money on drug from yesterday may be looking at ATNF. Let's go look at BDRX. Biodexa Pharmaceuticals PLC, American Depository Shares. Okay. 16 hours ago, Biodexa announces a successful appeal of NASDAQ delisting. So these are not strong catalysts for sure. They're trying to stay in compliance. They're probably not making enough money. NASDAQ's trying to delist them, and it says that they put out a successful appeal of the NASDAQ delisting. All right, it only has 4 million shares traded on it. Another one that was coming down that I saw yesterday was DJT, the Donald Trump stock. It was up to like, I don't know what it went up to, like $40, and it's down to 28 now. 19 hours ago, wait, no, this is something totally different. DJT. There we go. Okay. Last news was 2 days ago. Trump media announces release of Truth Plus streaming on the web. Announced release. Okay, so it's just kind of like copied news there. Yesterday I traded SOXS during the market dump. I just realized I have that over the screen. Okay, so anyway, yesterday I traded the market dump. Let's go look at that real quick. And let's go to NQ. So NQ came all the way down here. I got in right in here at the 2600s. I saw a little bit of, so I've been looking at this for a couple of weeks. I saw the CPI news. I thought it was going to drop on the CPI news the other week, and I got stopped out. It came up here and made some highs here at 20,600, and I saw it start to make some lower lows. So it made a lower low, then it made another lower low, and then it started forming these weird candles at the open. I was like, oh boy, this thing. And then not only that, the news that was coming out was a bunch of indecision, a bunch of like fear mongering and things like that. I said, okay, let's go ahead and get in. I got in and I ended up letting it drop all the way down to, I think I sold somewhere up in here around this, because really these things can pop back so much. I really don't like to give them a whole bunch of playroom back to the upside. So I just continue to just move my stop down. I actually got stopped out when it got down around maybe like, what time was this? 9:45, 10 o'clock. Yeah, around like 2,500 I got stopped out, and then it continued down another 100, 200 bucks. So I was like, but anyway, I was right about what I was seeing on the charts, right about the levels that I was looking at. Just did not hold for for the whole thing, but that's just trading, right? You're not gonna hold for the whole thing. Um, and so yeah, got out, came down here, and now today I'm watching for a possible play a bounce off of these levels down here if it can hit them at 20,300. If it wants to just start forming a range in here like it did, like it does every time it moves, it kind of moves, forms a little range, and then makes a decision. Moves, forms a little range, and then but sometimes the hold in here is a little bit longer than we anticipate. Sometimes the hold is like from here. This was from the ninth all the way to the 13th. So that's a 4 day hold in this period before it made a decision which way it wanted to go. Then some of them are shorter. So I'm just gonna continue to watch the news. Watch the news come out. Haven't Most of the news that I have seen has been negative, but I don't want to get in because yesterday what got me into it was that most of the market followers, so the things that are bearish, the things that follow the market bearishly, were gapped up, and I was like, okay, all of these things are gapped up, and this thing is sitting up here, but they're telling me that it wants to go down. So I went ahead and entered up here because I had that support from market followers, right? Things that go down when the market goes down, or things that go up when the market goes up. Today, though, I'll have to see on the open what is actually out there. Um, ATNF went back up. And remember, it has very weak news, very, very weak news on that one. Um, all right, all right. So, um, wow, ATNF really doing some pre-market stuff, but I don't know how long that's gonna last, to be honest. What else was I doing? Oh yeah, things that I looked at yesterday as well was, let's go over here to my dash lane or my Trader Sync journal. So one thing I was looking through was what is my most successful days since I've started this strategy. And I was looking through, let's go today and let's start with Monday and get this one off. Okay, so Mondays, I have been 63% successful on Mondays. Very small profits on Mondays. Like I'm right, but then it snaps back. And I'm like, oh man, what am I doing? So just knowing that on Mondays when I get in, I'm like, I have to just be grateful, take the profit, get on down. On Tuesdays, where's my day? Tuesday is my most profitable day as far as biggest gains. It's not the highest win rate, but it's biggest gains. 72% on Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, 68% on Wednesdays, which is today. Um, Thursdays, where is day? Thursday is 80% accurate on Thursdays. I've taken 21 total trades on these in this system on Thursdays, 17 winners, 4 losses. Fridays is one day that I don't even know if I'm gonna trade anymore. To be honest, it's the worst day of the week. Oh my gosh, I get cooked on Fridays. Look at this. Look at that drop. All even Monday. It's a kind of sticky day, but it's not like this. This is close to half. This is close to 50-50, right? It's almost like, man, you may not make it. Hopefully you live through this. So Fridays, I'm really gonna be careful. But all the other days of the week, I've been pretty much consistently getting those winners out of there. But Fridays, man, have been a killer for me. I don't know, man. But it's good to have the statistics to kind of be able to look through, because, man, Fridays just kill me. Look, 23 trades, 13 winners, 10 losers. That's just I just gotta leave Fridays alone, man. Fridays kill me. But anyway, back over to what we were going through. Let's look at the Fed calendar real quick. And today is the 16th. So we got the commercial paper coming out. We got selected interest rates. So nothing really heavy today that we really gotta, be like, oh my goodness, this is coming out. But I'll keep my eyes over here. Let's look at the news on the overall market. Import prices fall for a second straight month in September. Global electricity demand to double by 2050. Why Einhorn says it's the most expensive stock. Oh, the most expensive stock market in decades. Okay. Boeing's bonds signal view that the company has bought time with credit raters to avoid slide to junk. All right. So all of this is market news. I really just look at the market news because the smaller things, it's like, yes, they matter. But a lot of times I'll know if they have big news by the volume that they're trading. ATNF continued to go up to $14, my bad. $14, $15, 15.70, up 800% with 26 million shares traded. But it's the weak news for me. I'm like, bro, come on with it, man. Stop playing. So right now, wow, drug continued to dump. Drug out here, let's see where you went. Drug down to 31 bucks. So it came down here to 24, popped back up a little bit. And this thing's down 18% on a day. So to try to go long on it, I mean, you could, but yeah, I'd rather just focus on what's actually moving upward, like ATNF. Even though it has weak news, maybe I just need to be like, okay, well, is this a trading day? If this thing is the top mover, is it going to dump? What is the open for this going to look like? But drug is a no-go for me today. INVF also gave back its gains from yesterday. Went all the way up started at 80 cents, went up to 350, and now it's back down to 171. That's a dead horse as well. So ATNF and BDRX BDRX has come down. It was at 90%. Wow, never mind. BDRX slow walk down to 60%. Not even 5 million shares traded on it. So we'll see what all these want to do. Let's go look at the overall market as well. Overall market showing some strength. Now this has happened to me multiple times. This thing will show strength and it'll end up popping way further. Like back here, I got done like this on, was it this one? Yes, it was on this one. It was looking like it was going down. It made a little wick and I was like, ooh, I don't know what it's trying to do here. And then it popped and reversed the whole course back up to the top. So on today, I want to actually make sure that I'm getting good signals and I want to keep up with the news on the day as well. So if news drops that supports a move higher, I can kind of be out of the way and not be trying to go towards the short side. If it does want to make a move up, I'm going to be watching XOXL, which is up 3% right now. I don't know how much more it can go, but I would love for it to actually touch this top and fail. Touch this 2,400s and fail, right? I've been talking about 2,400 for so long. I don't even know. If it does break it, it may need to sit and consolidate for a little bit because it did have a huge move yesterday. A lot of that kinetic energy still in there, and it's only been a day. So, like I said, sometimes it's 3 or 4 days before it makes its next decision. So I don't want to get caught up, but I can play the range though, play within the range. But I want to see where this thing ends up going and can it give me good signals that it wants to continue to go down or up or wherever it's going to go. All right, ATNF continues to float right under or it's above 15. Wow, big breakout there. So this one moved from $1.42 up to 16.70. $1.42 up to 16.70. And a lot of times we see these and it's like, yo, this thing is stupid extended. $1 up to 18.93. So that's a $19 move almost. $18 move. And Will it hold up there? It's up 1,000% now. You know, it's one of those where I'm like, I don't know. You went all the way up there. How many shorts are available to take this thing back to the graveyard? 1893. Now it probably blew out some accounts during pre-market, but now got this really long wick. 1893s was the highest, but we saw this yesterday with Drug. Drug did a long wick like this, and then a couple minutes later, it blasts through the long wick right here at the end of the day. So Drug, we were watching it around. So it came up, it made this double top right here, 3170. I said, yo, if it breaks at 3170, somebody's getting crucified. So it came down, held for a little bit, and then broke it. I was like, wow. End of the day, somebody was just like, you know what? We could push this thing a lot higher. So it broke 30 and went 20 extra dollars to blow all the other accounts that wasn't blown in this first move that were short. Longs, I mean, you could have done really good, but look at this drop though. From this double top that we were looking at, came up here to 31.54 and dropped to 24. That is a $6 drop. So if you held through that pain, maybe you're not feeling pain. Maybe you're just invincible. All right, so we will definitely be watching ATNF out of the open, looking for that one to fall. BDRX came back up a little bit, but still both have weak news. So I don't know what to focus on today. I just want to continue to improve my metrics, take trades that make sense, and yeah, go from there. This one had a pretty big move out of here. It's going to be hard for it to defeat this candle back down here to the 20, 30, 50s. So I'm thinking it's probably going to end up just trading above this 20,350 for today. If it can come down here and test and then go up, then great. But yeah, we'll see. Big candles. It did slam through one earlier but got bought up down here towards the 20,300s twice. Then it slammed down here again, continued to get buying, slammed down here again, continued to get buying. So something is happening in this level between 20,300 and the ATR of 20,350. So we'll see if it gets bought up again and give it some time. Now, yesterday I did not wait the 30 minutes. I waited the first 15 minutes of the day for SOXL or SOXS because I saw in the first 15 minutes a signal candle plus news that came out. Where are you? Here it is. Okay, so this is what. Come on, bro. Give me what I'm looking for. Okay. So I had all kinds of levels down here. All right, so this is the first 15-minute check down hard to 1778. I got in around 1807 down here. I got to move through here, 1821s, 1837s, and I sold for the most part on this. No, I didn't sell on this one. I was still holding. Sold for the most part right here at 1840, right under the 1850, because I was like, man, 1850 is looking kind of scary. So I was still holding about maybe 200. I had 393 shares and sold a little bit, got down to 250 shares and was selling on the way up. But I did not get that push to 19. I sold everything before we hit 19 because I thought, hey, whole dollar resistance coming up. It's probably going to slap me in the mouth. So I sold. But it ended up jumping through 19, jumping through 20. And I was like, just be grateful. Just be grateful. Just chill. Chill out. And then for the rest of the day, it was just a grinder. But yeah, we got another one. What is this? Oklo? OKLO up 13%. Let's see, do you have any catalysts on the day? OKLO. Up 12% right now. One day ago, DOE approves conceptual safety design report for Oklo's Aurora fuel fabrication facility. Okay, agreement with the Department of Energy to advance to the next stage of siting. That was back in September. Uh, it's only 2 million shares traded, not great. But right now, this is the scans for the day. NVAX dumped 20 or 19%. SOXS down 3%. Intel coming on down. I can't wait till Intel just bombs, man. I'm so ready to buy Intel. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for Intel. Anyway, SQQs, okay, they're doing their thing, not too much movement. Nvidia up a little bit. SOXL, Donald Trump stock, Oklo, whatever it is. BDRX, ATNF. We'll start with ATNF. We got 8 minutes until the bell. We'll start with the biggest mover and see. Wow, ATNF. $4 move down from 18.93, almost $5 move down because it's down almost to 14. So big wick in here. What is the probability that it goes back up there, especially with the move that we saw from yesterday? Is there enough fear to continue this thing down? I think there is enough fear to continue this thing down. Highs up there 1886. Previous candle, which it has come back in and is trading into 1560 was the high of that previous. Actually, that's not exactly right. Let me activate that and move it up just a little bit. Okay, so high of the previous candle and a lot of distance traveled to the downside. ATNF had a normal ATR of 18 cents, but moving from $1 all the way up to 18 is probably going to explode that ATR. But the good thing is the ATR does go back down after a couple of days because it's the average over a 60-day period, right? So the last 60 days, it was only moving 18 cents average per day. And now today, look at it. So we'll see what it wants to do. BDRX, it has an ATR of 95 from yesterday. It closed with ATR of 95 and probably will stay around that as it's come back down a little bit. Okla has an ATR of $1.02. Moved from kind of a flat trading style and then a quick pop, so 11 up to 13 during the pre-market. But I mean, it moves $1, so I guess yeah, it moved $1, but I don't know what it's gonna do after the open. Donald Trump stock going back up there, so it had this little gap down here to fill around 26. Hitting a high back right underneath the 30s. And Intel, I'm just waiting to dump. Waiting for that dump, baby. But anyway, hopefully you all are having a good week. You know, a lot going on this week, a lot going on in next month. So I know there's a lot of preparation for people getting in positions, getting ready for next month's action. All right, let's jump back over to the NQ real quick. NQ threw a wick all the way down. Whoa. So today I would be interested in playing a zone on the NQ if it wants to dump down. I've seen multiple times that it was bought up here, but I would love to see it go down here. Today, I'll be in on SOXL for a return to these highs of 2,398 or whatnot. If it's going to hold the zone like it usually does. Now, it could just continue going down and I'll just stop out. But, you know, with the motions that it's had, I'm like, it's made a huge move. It has a pattern of making a huge move, consolidating, making a huge move, consolidating, making a huge move, faking, consolidating. So I'm going to think it's going to be more on the consolidation side than I want to continue down another 200, 300 points, right? Three minutes left until the open. We will start our viewing with ATNF. We'll go down the list, see if anything new pops in on the other scanners as far as small caps or small caps that weren't active during the pre-market but just are active after the open. And then large caps, if any are going to do anything today. Let me remove some of these levels. I usually draw new levels every almost almost every day. I just come in, delete everything, draw the new levels for the day, and that keeps me from looking. I look back to where previous things are, but usually you don't have to, because where these things stop is where things previously kind of consolidated. So this one stopped around what, 2083, and we can see back here, yeah, this is a level here. So I'm just looking at where it ended up stopping and playing these levels here. And if it wants to continue to dump, cool. We'll just stop out. But yeah, that Friday statistic, man, going and looking at that Friday statistic, almost 50-50 on Fridays, just not good, man. And then being almost 80% on Thursdays and 70 something percent on Tuesdays, and then 63% on Mondays. Fridays, man, not looking great. Not looking great at all. All right, minute and 56. We are getting a little bit of a drop down from ATNF. Had this zone up here, did not get back into that level. Um, we'll see if it goes back under 10. I mean, it has a lot of juice, a lot of range. So we'll see what the new calculations are on it. I haven't even looked at the larger time frames. That's crazy, ain't it? ATNF, looking at the monthly, a big dumpster fire of trading. And then it popped up here to what, $18 all the way back up here. Did I look at this at some other point? Because I got marks up here 1886 from way back. That's crazy. No, no, no. Those are the ones I just put on. Okay, okay, never mind. I'm like, am I psychic? All right, but yeah, it has a history of popping and dropping. Look at this, a big dance move, pop and drop, pop and drop. So I wouldn't trust ATNF. Let's go look at BDRX. It may have the same dance moves. BDRX, yeah, pop and drop, pop and drop. So got to be quick if you're gonna do anything with those. OKLO has been trading a little while, and is up here at 1165. We have about 40 something seconds. So those are our top three as far as movings. Donnell said, small caps going crazy now. Danger, be careful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything's looking crazy right now. All right, so let's watch ATNF out of the open and see how sweaty it gets. And see who wants to kind of win that war. And we'll pop over to the NQs as well. It is slightly green. I don't know what the NQs want to do, actually. Here goes the open. New ATR is about to calculate. Bang. Okay, so the ATR on this one has transitioned to $1.10. That's a big jump. ATR highs up here at 1580. ATR lows at 1270. That is a huge range. If it goes down and tests this, that's a dollar move down to the ATR low. Wow. Well, there it goes to the ATR lows. I wouldn't be surprised if this halts down. But yeah, let that one do what it's gonna do. Let's go ahead and jump over to BDRX. BDRX, not a whole lot of motion in the ocean. ATR highs is at 1028. ATR lows is down here at 670. These are huge ranges for the ATRs to be at, man. Huge. You get in and you're like, oh yeah, I can hold, and you don't realize that this is a $2 move down. Donald Trump stock just moving on down, going up to the ATR highs, pushing up a little bit. OKLO. Now this one has a smaller range. It's testing the ATR lows right now, but I think this is a higher float one. OKLO. Let me look at OKLO. Okay, OKLO statistics, and this is on Yahoo Finance. Statistics, the float is looking like 66.43 million, which isn't a huge float. It is going downward though. Oh wow, NQ's down too. Let's go jump over the NQ. So the levels that I was looking at for this is right down. It's actually headed to the levels actually. So I want to see, can you push down into these levels or around these levels in this first 15 minutes? And then I'm looking for a reversal off of these levels back up, if possible. Big moves down. I like it. Already throwing a big wick there though. First 15 minutes. We'll see. The candle has not closed yet. These are 15-minute candles. I don't look at anything less than this. These are pretty much do what I need them to do. Keeps my accuracy pretty high. So I don't like a whole lot of noise on the chart. But testing the ATR lows right there, just bouncing off of it. ATR low is 20,312. So we'll see what happens once it gets down in this level. I'm interested to see, and I'll end up just stopping out if it wants to go lower than 2,000 or 20,254. But just gonna let it play right now. Let's go look at SOXS. It has popped up so far, but very tight ranges in here. I don't know how far it can go. I'm not trusting it just yet. Let's look at SOXL though, which is actually green on the day, but moving downwards. So I like to focus on the things that are green on the day. But at this point, you just got to kind of be careful. Maybe it'll test back up to ATR lows, which is the 35.44, but we don't know. Kind of got to keep our eyes on the news as well. SOSX is red on the day, but looking way better. And I've noticed with the ones, oh, we got some new stuff popping up. So now our new tickers have popped in on the small cap scanner. ATNF STEC up 456%, VS up 234%. So let's look through these. Some of these are a little bit cheaper. Let's look through all of them. Let's do this real quick. So first we'll start off with STEC. 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 Actually, no, I want to look at news first. STEC. This is Santec Holdings Limited, American Depository Shares. Last news was on September 17th, so that's a while back. Nothing recent on that. Let's look at VS. I think I've seen VS before, like maybe in the past at some point. Versus Systems. Let's look at what you got. Versus Systems 7 hours ago enters agreements with ASPS. Enters agreements with ASPIS Cyber Technologies for NASDAQ compliance plan and to strengthen compliance. A lot of compliance people are trying to stay alive, and this isn't a good look. A lot of these companies are just like, please, just NASDAQ, let me stay on board. I know I'm not making any money, but just let me stay here. That's what they're doing. And so it's like, do I really want to trade a stock that's already begging? Okay, let's flip over to NASDAQ. NASDAQ moving down to my levels here. Ooh, I like it. Come on, keep going, get to these levels down here. Keep going, get to these levels down here. Got this nice little wide range level, $30 basically down here. 2,254. Looking for it to come into this zone here and kind of close the candle, slow down in this level, slow down in this zone. It is red on the day, but it is only slightly red. Red 54 bucks. That's nothing. The ATR on the NQ is $308. So for it to be red 54 bucks is nothing. Come on, baby. Push down a little bit more. Get in that zone. In the zone. In the zone. Bam, bam, bam. Push, push, push. Come on. Don't do nothing crazy. Come on now. All right, so let's go ahead and get our XOXL position ready. So we got lows down here. What was this? 33.62. Lows right here, 33.96. Can you continue to push down though? For a nice little pop back up. First 15 minutes, man. First 15 minutes. Come on. Show me you can get in this level. Because the faster it goes down, I'm like, okay, the faster it can come back up. But I just don't want to be buying nilly-willy. Oh, there we go. Getting some more push. Yes, sir. New lows hit right there. Come on, get on down there, big boy. Form this range. Push, push, push. Buyers, chill out, man. Let it fall. They be tripping, man. Oh, Donnell said STEC halted down. Yeah, I can't do anything with this one just yet. So looks like 579 is a hold point down here on the SPY. I'm looking at all of them, the SPY and all of these. So come on, come on, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get me in there. Okay, stop it. Okay, so we got a low 578 down here, low, higher, low right here. So this zone right here, 79 down to, what is this? 578.49. Got a nice little zone in here. So kind of just, oh, did it pop back up? Okay, didn't. Okay, keep going, baby. But y'all know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this SOXL for a reversal back into this range to continue a range play. SOXL still green on the day as well. Hitting my zone. Can it go ahead and push on down here? Push in there. No, no, don't do that. Chill out. You hungry, hungry dogs. Okay, there we go. All right, so looking for this to close in this zone and then to start showing me some buying pressure to exit back over this 20,280 towards the upside. Come on, baby. Keep going. Keep going. You got this. You got a lot more. You got this. Okay, if XOXL pulls all the way to a red, I'm going to be looking, because right now SOSX, look at this move on it. It's going to need to get extended. If it wants to move up and it wants to be green, just get extended. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Get extended, and I'm looking for you to stop around maybe 21 and start to find some type of resistance around that level if it's going to do that. All right, jump back over. Ah, look at that pullback out of there, man. Has not closed this candle yet, but I don't know how if this thing's gonna be able to see. It didn't hold in the zone. Looking for it to close down here and then pop back up. But that is some buying pressure coming in there right there. So 5 minutes left to the first 15-minute candle closes. And it did not stay out of this zone. It did test it. Threw a wick down there, but not exactly what I was looking for. So I'll wait. I'll wait, let it trade around. Got about 3 minutes left on this candle. SOXL still nice and green on the day, but I just don't trust it at this point. Not being able to hold those levels. All right, let's bounce back over to ATNF. Big wicks. A lot of times when I see these wicks, sometimes when I ignore the wicks, I get destroyed. I'm like, I see these huge wicks on the 15-minute, and then I'm like, okay, but I'm still gonna trade this, and I get destroyed. So not in the mood for that one. STEC, not really doing anything anymore. 39 million shares traded on it, but just not moving. VS came up the ATR high, not really doing anything there. All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna rush this. If it doesn't want to do what I wanted to do within the time frame that I wanted to do it, I'm okay. I'll be patient and continue to wait for this thing to actually hold down, which it seems to slowly be doing, right? Slowly. Anyway, I gotta jump off here and get to my morning meeting. Y'all know what I'm looking at, and I'm looking to play SOXL back up to the upside if it can hold down a little bit more, man, a little bit more. Just hold down, choke them out, and it just continues to pop off that level there though. Come on, man, you got this. You reached halfway. All we needed you to do is close under this level. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, definitely like and subscribe. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will be watching the NQs for this pop back up into the later day. I usually stop trading around, I really want to be done by 10:30, 11. So that's pretty much like my cutoff time. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not trying to do this anymore. But yeah, coming back into the zone that I liked, and we'll see how the candles end up closing and if they can start getting bullish back up towards this level of the 20,270. But yeah, that's it for me today. And as always, um, hey, new week, a lot of fun in the market for sure. And it's just a lot of learning experience. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Congratulations, Dunnell, taking all the money out of the market today. Hopefully I'll join you. But yeah, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.